I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated.
It's week 4 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. First-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State, it's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with... Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Fields. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchup.
Touchdown, Rams! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This is Brown going up the middle. But he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. They'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Colts had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Here's Darnold. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Darnold. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. The good pickup there at 22. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Fields. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Fields. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Excellent play. 25 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now Darnold. Left side, he finds Pierce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, it's Fields. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A first down throw, Darnold. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's Darnold now on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They give it to Brown. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Another run for Brown on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
Off play action. Fields under a possession. Down he goes. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The throw over the middle, taken in. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play through. Back now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw it again with Levis. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's a give to Brown. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Brown.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Darnold.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you... along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 2. A minute 54 on the clock. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Levis. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Into the hands of Sanders. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Levis. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes second down at 5. Levis to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's first down. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup at 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Now it's the Colts' turn, trailing by a point after the made field goal. A little under 30 seconds remaining. Their lead is evaporated, but they still have a shot on first down. Now Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Darnold to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down, 10 yards to go. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean up.